The bottom of the map of Metropolis, we have the Team Liquid player. In the red, the Zerg named
Liquid Zenio.
He's down a map, he just lost. He had some problem, I don't know if it was with his keyboard, with his computer, with his gear. We will probably never find out. But the Gom Wizard, he fixed everything. He's a guy who fixes things. And at the top of the map, we have now once again the opponent of Zenio in the blue, the TSL Zerg. This is
TSL HyuN.
no 10 pull this time. Both of them adding the second Overlord. Well, actually, we didn't have a 10 pull on the last map. We had a 12 pull. So
yeah, which is fairly early. Nicely defended by HyuN. We are cross positions on Metropolis. And this is a map where the third base is extremely hard to take in ZBZ. Be very careful about that. We have seen mutas on this map sometimes. We've also seen fast infestors because, you know, it's the map distance is quite large. Easy to spot pushes coming, and because people go mutas often, sometimes taking the infestor route can be quite smart if you can see your opponent's lair. Like, for example, if you scout a fast lair with a Zergling that gets into the main, you may just decide to go infestors yourself. Depending on, you know, what your plan was before, you might just change it up a little bit. Both hatch first this game.
they are basically playing exactly the same style as we speak, and the transition is going to be interesting. I think that both of them will, as soon as they hit lair, they have to decide what they want to do. If they want to go Infesta, if they want to go Mutalis, we've seen both recently. So it's going to be interesting to see what exactly they're going to choose, what kind of play they feel the most comfortable with.
I'm looking at this map, and the third base, you know, if you kill the rocks, you can hold it against your opponent attacking you from roaches. The scary thing about third base as well when you attack it on this map is when you run it with your roaches, if the infestors come for a flank, you can get all your roaches trapped and you might lose them all. So you have to, you know, when you commit to an attack here, you have to be careful how many roaches you attack with. If you attack too many, you can lose all your roaches. If you send this group of 6, you probably won't be able to kill the hatchery, but you can kill a lot of drones. So there are a lot of choices like that get made on this map because the third base isn't far away. It's close, but it's in a little choke point where there's no escape.
Currently have Zenio with a lot of minerals banged up, and what is he waiting for? He had like 500 seconds to go. Okay, there are the queens. Sorry, my bad. I did not see the pool just finishing. But the queens are being built for both of them. You can see they're exactly the same supply, and they're currently both starting with speed, but it is Zenio who starts it a little bit earlier. At this point in time, not too much is happening. Both of them scouted their opponent's main base. Oh, wait a second. Did HyuN actually have a peek in there? I don't think he did. No. HyuN doesn't know. Sorry, Zenio doesn't know. HyuN had an overlord in an opponent's main base and had a quick look what exactly he's going to do.
That Zerling speed being a little bit ahead for Zenio might come to be important. Depends on what occurs here, because sometimes we see games where the Zerlings just run by at that moment where they have speed a few seconds before their opponent, and then it's like, oh, well, I had speed faster than you, so I get in your base and I see what you're doing, and this is really unfortunate for you, but I don't really care. I'm just happy I saw your lair timing, or that you don't have a lair. Baneling that's going down for HyuN first. Zenio will likely do the same. Whenever your opponent is on 2 hatcheries, you have to do this, because otherwise he may just overwhelm you with Ling Banelings himself.
As much as HyuN likes the Zerg and Baneling style in his matchup against Terran, and I've just casted a few games of him recently where he, in the mid-game, started to get 60, 65 Banelings and just tried to hit a timing where he took down the Terran player. I don't really see him being the aggressor in this game. With a Spinecrawler that he already builds, it's more likely that he starts with a few defensive Banelings just to be safe against his opponent's potential aggression. But I don't really think that he's going to move out with a huge amount of Lings here.
I think you're right.
Oh, and Zenio is actually on the move. He has a few AS 20 Zerglings.
Yeah, he has made it quite a large group.
And HyuN will be just ready, just in time.
Yeah. And by the way, Zenio with no Baneling Nest. This is exactly why HyuN is making Banelings, because he knows this attack may occur. Going right for the drones if the Banelings are done. Nice pull out by Zenio, getting out just in time at the last second there.
Stealing a little bit of mining time, but besides not achieving too much here.
HyuN goes for lair. Still on 1 gas. He's getting 2 more right now. And oh, wow. A great hit for HyuN there.
In the middle of the map. Well done. Taking down a significant amount of Zerglings and taking down the rest of them as well as he was able to corner them. That's a bit of a problem here for Zenio. He lost his momentum, and there is HyuN trying to actually go for a counterattack. He's so close. Was not able to get in, I was about to say, and then he sneaks by and kills those queens. This is a huge problem.
And he's going to get the spine eventually as well. He does, and the queen.
Oh my god.
He got everything he needed to here, and now he's going for the drone. Zenio in a lot of trouble. More Bailey!
No!
They're coming in! Oh, he pulls the drones. Excellent split by Zenio, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh wow, he takes on way too many units.
Good hits there, but they could have been a little bit better, but he scouts the main, he sees no lair tech, he sees the Roche Warren, he knows everything.
And HyuN is already ahead in Harvesters with 34 to 31.
Could this have gone any
killed
better?
7. He could have killed a few more drones, but now with 7 workers killed and with him being ahead in tech and everything, HyuN is just in such an awesome position. For Zenio, this is so bad, and the thing is that these banelings, they have been scouted, but what is he going to do about it?
Yeah, he's making roaches right now, but there may not be enough, especially the amount of Zerlings that HyuN has out here. This is basically Zenio has to defend well here.
The drones, they need to go away, and they need to try to retreat at least, but this is
excellent splitting by Zenio again.
Brilliant,
but he's still losing more.
Great splitting, but he's losing too much. He lost 25 workers in total already.
Yeah, and the worker count now 34 to 16. Zenio falling apart, losing more drones on the main. He's just targeting them down individually here. Right click, shift clicking. GG! Zenio falls down to code B, and HyuN, our TSL Zerg, will advance 2-0.
2-0. He takes the game. I actually think that the Observer missed a baneling hit there in the main base or somewhere else where he was hiding a few of the drones, because we had 7 drones killed and then suddenly he's down 25. I think that there there was something happening that we did not have on screen.
That was a missing link for sure, but HyuN, he saw his opponent's weakness and he powered up. He had the lair ready to go, and instead of making his lair attack, he just continued to attack with Zerlings and Banelings. Once he had that advantage, he knew the game is out of control for Zenio. Finished him off, Mortal Kombat style. And he not only did he finish him off in that game, but he knocked him all the way out of this tournament. Zenio is now a Code B player.
Zenio is out of Code A, as just mentioned, and HyuN, he advances to the next round. He was able to win one of the last Code A qualifiers. That's how he ended up in the round of 48. And, well, we are heading into our last game of the day.
Yeah, it is going to be a Terran versus Pross. Should be really exciting to watch. I'm really curious about this Lure guy, man. I mean, he has shown good games in the past. We haven't seen very many non-PvPs from him in the GSL, but he's good.
We've seen a lot of PvPs, you're right. I especially remember when he was playing against his teammate and against Inca. And Lure was the one who really played a straight-up style and was doing so well. I was really impressed. So Lure had some great games in the past, but today he has to prove himself once again, and this time against a Terran player. So we'll see if he's able to get into the next round, or if we will fall back into Code B. And, well, we'll find out after a 5-minute break. So, guys, stay tuned, and we are back in a few. This is the GSL Code A round of 48 with Cullen Wolf.